Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can go from absolutely nothing to a working MVP of a SaaS application in the shortest amount of time possible using only Gemini 3.1 Pro for free inside Antigravity. Let's just jump into things. So this is Antigravity. Get familiar with it, guys, okay? And also, I might be going a little bit quick for people. Just go back and watch it again because everything I do in this video is necessary to do whatever it is you're trying to do. Just before we fully jump into the video, a quick word from our sponsor, me. This is HarborSEO.ai. You can use it for your applications, you can use it for your e-com, you can use it for any website to generate content, but it's far more than just a content generator. For example, we just added the site health scanner, which will help you with other things like technical SEO. It's a keyword tool with another new feature here, which is the link bait builder. It's the writer. You can connect your CMS or Search Console, and you can even see the results that we're getting for you. All of this is available for free for another 2 weeks or so. HarborSEO.ai, go and try it out. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you just want to press open folder and then new folder, and we'll just call this I'm making a video, and then just open it like that. This is your save folder. This is the folder that you are working inside. Okay, so just be aware of that at all times. Go on Google and type in Next.js Convex. You don't have to use Convex, you can use whatever you want. I'm just going to use Convex because it's a really quick and easy setup. So all you do is just run through the kind of initial steps that they have right here. So let's go to terminal, new terminal, and then npx create, and then my next app. So I just pressed yes, use recommended defaults. There we go. We now have our application right here. We now have to do cd my app and then npm install Convex once this has finished. And remember, guys, we're going to be using Gemini 3.1 Pro in this video just because it's a new model. And I think a lot of people will be interested in how to make an application using this model. Okay, so that is now done. So now we can run cd my next app and npm install Convex. Again, these are all just one by one steps right here, right? I'm not reinventing the wheel. This will make the Convex app for us. Perfect. And then npx convex dev, same thing. This actually creates the project. So we'll do create a new project. Wow, it's really laggy. What is that? Project name, we'll say I'm making a video, press enter. Cloud deployment, let's just do US East, whatever. Okay, so this will open Convex, right? Convex is basically, you can think of it like Supabase, for example. It is your backend, it is your database, it is everything all wrapped into one, to be honest with you. So from here, guys, we can just open up a new terminal here. There's the plus button here, perfect. cd my app, npm run dev. This will actually start the project, the Next.js project, of course, right? So you may be familiar with this screen already. If you go to convex.dev and then log in here, guys, you'll be on your project, right? And then here we go, I'm making video. This is the project that we just created. You just saw me create it, right? So you can see here we have data, we have functions, we have files, schedules, and logs. The only two that you really have to worry about are data and logs, and then AI will do the rest of the worrying for you, okay? So two other things, go to Google and type convexrules.mdc, click on the first one, click on this little link here, download that file, right? And then you can put that here so that it has it. You can also make an agent skill from this if you prefer. I'm just going to tag it in a second anyway, so you don't really have to make an agent skill. And then go to Google again, just write clerk and then go clerk.com, go to dashboard, and then create a new clerk project. So create application, call this I'm making a video, or just whatever you want to call it. Create application, and then go to configure, type JWT in this search, click here, add new template, write Convex, and then select Convex, and then save like that. That is a necessary step. I don't know why they don't do that out of the box, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. And then we can just press copy here on these, right? And then you can start to put a prompt together right here. So we'll just give those variables and then go on to Google again, type Convex Next.js, no, Convex Clerk, click on the first one. and then drag it down like this, just to grab all of this at the same time. This takes a little bit of time. I'm not going to really be editing this video, guys, or live editing, so just be wary of that. It might be quite long, and I might go a little bit too fast for you as well, but yeah. So Control-C that, copy that, and there we go. And then just say, please implement Clerk into my project with these variables, and also make me a homepage / dashboard page where the dashboard page is behind Clerk, sign up, and then use Convex rules, the MDC, to know how to use Convex, and then press enter, right? So all this is going to do is it's going to build kind of the base of the project. While this is running, we can go to AI Studio, and we're just going to use AI Studio because it's just a really quick and easy way to come up with ideas and things like that. Another thing you can do, by the way, is use V0. I don't think I have any credits left, so I'm probably not going to be using it. But V0 is incredibly good because it uses ShadCN. What that basically means is you don't really have to worry about mobile or anything. You can just use V0, create a design that you like, and then yeah, go from there. Okay, so I've just clicked build here, and apparently the new build experience is here. Now powered by Antigravity, build full stack apps with multiplayer support, polished UI, and secure connections to real-world services. Very interesting. Build multiplayer, go beyond single-player apps, prompt for a multiplayer whiteboard or a competitive racing game. Icons and polished UI. Wow, amazing. Super interesting. So yeah, I mean, we're going to test that out right now because that's really, really, really cool. We'll use 3.1 Pro again, and we'll just use React. Oh, we could use Next.js now, which is a new one. Interesting. And then I might just do I'm feeling lucky because, yeah, I'd rather just get on with things and not worry about the app, because the actual app idea is the least important thing here, right? You guys have your own app ideas. I'm just going to press build. I've decided. Okay, so this is the new AI Studio experience. Very, very interesting. This will be, yeah, I mean, I can also frame the video around this, which is good as well. Super, super interesting. I didn't even know that this was an update, but I do really, really like AI Studio, and we will let that run for a little bit. Okay, I can tell you something already, guys. 3.1 is much slower than it was yesterday, which I'm not surprised by. This happens all the time with LLMs. The day of release is amazing, and then the day after, a little bit worse, a little bit worse, a little bit worse, a little bit worse. So we'll see how this actually goes. The crazy thing is, I would actually rather just switch to Gemini 3 Flash, but you know, I'll just have to sit and wait. It's going to take ages, I bet. Okay, guys, so because we're using AI Studio here with 3.1, I'm actually just going to use Flash in Antigravity because it is taking way too long to use 3.1. But we're actually using 3.1 right here, and we'll import this project into Antigravity in just a second, probably using Flash because it's just running way, way too slowly. But this update here, which I didn't even know about before I started recording, is actually going to be the 3.1 in this project, because this looks like it is actually working and getting on with things. But yeah, just so you know, like these kind of changes that we're making inside like our own coder are so small that it doesn't really matter what model you're using, right? Because the actual design and things are going to come from here anyway. Like I said before though, like we're using V0 for most of our design. So if you're not happy with the design that you get from AI Studio, then definitely check out V0. Not sponsored at all, but like the fact that they use ShadCN inside V0, I didn't realize for a very long time why that was so good, but we were able to make Quotely in kind of 24 hours, like a remake of Quotely in 24 hours using ShadCN, just because it's just so damn powerful, right? And you know, it's mobile optimized, etc., etc. So you don't have to worry about going through every single thing and making sure that it's mobile optimized, etc. So yeah, ShadCN and V0 have been absolute game changers for us personally. We're using them inside what we're doing in basically everything now. So okay, so this is now done. If we go to the other terminal here and then do npm run dev, this should have some kind of separation. There we go, beautiful. So obviously this is just kind of placeholder information right now. So let's just do sign in, go here. This is why I use Clerk, by the way, because it's just so easy. Remember, this was Google 3, Gemini 3 Flash that set this up for me, right? In like a very, very short amount of time. So now you can see I can go to dashboard, beautiful, and we have this dashboard. So now basically what you're doing is we're going to transplant what we get from AI Studio into here. And then what I would normally do as well is do a V0 design on top of that. In fact, let's just do a V0 design. I may as well. If I have tokens, I'll do one. So let's go V0, just so that you can see the entire thing, right? So I'm doing this app here. Okay, again, so this is completely free, by the way. I'm using V0 for free. And you can start inside ShadCN as well if you want. I'm not going to because I've done this a few times now. And I find that just giving V0 kind of creative privileges is the way to go here. And this is so nicely designed by Vercel. Fair play to them. So the cool thing is, guys, you can do a home page. And then after I've done this home page, I'm going to say now do /dashboard. And that's literally all you need to build an entire app, right? Just those two things. You need the code from AI Studio, which is still being generated very, very slowly, and also the code from V0. And that's pretty much it. Guys, just from me to you, I wouldn't even bother using 3.1 Pro Preview. It's so slow. I don't know what's going on here. This has been 10 minutes and it still hasn't even finished this very basic React generation. So yeah, I mean, this video is about 3.1 Pro Preview, I understand. But I just use something like Flash, honestly. If it's an option here, just use Flash, because otherwise you're just going to be waiting for so long anyway. In a few days, this will be worth it, but like honestly, this is just so slow. So let's just see if I can finish this one before I even finish that other one. Okay, this is absolutely terrible. I've done this loads of times. I don't know why this is so bad. Wow, that's crazy actually. I wouldn't even bother using this, to be fair. I would still use ShadCN, but Jesus, this is bad. I don't know why it's done that. Maybe this will happen sometimes. I don't know. Maybe it's worth getting like the $20 a month plan or something just to get it to work properly. But yeah, this is not very good. Okay, so let's do this in a little bit of a different way. So I'm just going to say recreate this using only ShadCN, install ShadCN, and give me some components to work with, especially for the dashboard. Remove all other stylings so this is consistent. You want to establish early on that you're using ShadCN, right? So you don't want to go down the route of having two different design systems. Trust me, AI will just completely mess it up. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of replacing everything that we just did so far with ShadCN components. Again, because they're mobile optimized out the box. So okay, so this is kind of what we got. This is very, very basic. I understand that, but at least it's on ShadCN. Looking pretty good. Let's just check something here. I have a sneaky suspicion this happens all the time. I'm just going to go on data here. Yeah, there's no data. So I'm just going to say this isn't actually creating a user when I log in or sign up. Very, very common. I don't know why, but it always makes this mistake no matter which AI I use, whether it's Gemini 3 Flash, 3.1, anything, literally. Even Opus does it. Okay, so we should be able to see just here, it says users by token, add a table, indexers. If we go here, you can now see that there's a users table. Perfect. So if we go sign in now and then sign into my account, we should see a user appear here. There we go. There's the user. I'm not sure what happens to the thing there. Okay, beautiful. So now we're signed in, we can actually see everything on the side, etc. So now we're ready to import or transplant the project from AI Studio. So this is frozen, guys. I'm just going to press stop and I'm just going to basically get the code here if I can. So download a zip file. And then we're going to drag this, like we'll put it here. So put it in just into the root of the project. So it's this one here. So it's at untitled. Okay, I just dragged and dropped it. You import this project into my project, remove all placeholders, and use the use .env. Use my ShadCN design. Okay, so this is kind of what it came up with, guys. This looks pretty good for the home page. And then let's go sign in. And like I said, we have auth, we have a database, we have pretty much everything set up. You can see on the side here. So one of the last things I said was make sure none of these 404 and make sure the database is set up for all of these sidebar options. That's now pretty much done as far as I'm aware. So we can keep an eye on the side here. We have chats, we have settings, we have storyboards, we have users. We have all of these sidebar options as well. So my storyboards, AI assistant, which hasn't been implemented just yet, history, settings, everything has been pretty much implemented now, just AI assistant is missing. And yeah, I mean, you can kind of see just how quick this actually is, guys. So we'll just say a man going to Galway when it's raining, and we'll do new storyboard. Let's see if this actually works. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, you can see everything works. Beautiful. That was about 20 minutes, guys. That was going for under 30 minutes. So I'm pretty happy with the result here. Bang, there we go. Look at that. So this is storyboard page number 1. Wrong thing. That's the thumbnails for this video. So this is number 1, scene 2A, platform day wide shot. There it is. Okay, this is completely different. So there's no consistency. So this is something you would change, right? I would automatically say, look, we need consistency between each image. That is actually Galway. That's really cool that it can actually do that. It's very, very impressive, actually. And yeah, you can see we've just created an entire project, pretty much, right? So now, what do you do next? First things first, and I'm probably not going to go through all of this process. I'll just write it down so you guys know, okay? So the first thing is create a DigitalOcean or a Hostinger account, depending on, you know, what you feel more comfortable with. I will leave a link to Hostinger in the description if people want to use Hostinger. And then basically what you do is you do Clerk into production, and then basically give your DigitalOcean or Hostinger API key to Antigravity, get it to launch the site, buy a domain, and put Cloudflare on the domain, or just buy the domain on Cloudflare. The reason you want to do that, guys, is because it goes with everything, right? It goes with Clerk. So when you go to prod, it will work faster because it's Cloudflare. Same with Search Console. It's just one click, right? And then set all of these things up, guys. Get everything going. And then that's pretty much it, honestly. Like from here, you can start, you know, making things better, trying to find out how people use it, how you can make things better, etc., etc. The other thing as well, actually, I should mention is PostHog instead of Google Analytics. I wouldn't bother with Google Analytics personally. PostHog is really, really good, guys. Highly recommend PostHog. Like it's actually amazing. You can track everything and you can install it with AI, and Claude Code will know how to use it, or Antigravity will know how to use it. Guys, I'll leave the video there. That's pretty much everything you need to know. You can see just how easy this process is getting. And this is not vibe coding. This is step-by-step coding. 20 minutes, we have a full SaaS MVP ready to go that we could launch and give to people and get their feedback on. Thank you so much for watching. If you are, and also one more thing, guys, it's mobile friendly because it's ShadCN, right? Okay, maybe it's not. It should normally be mobile friendly. Sometimes there's like a little bit of something bleeding off or whatever, but you can fix that fairly easily. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you are watching all the way to the end of the video, you're an absolute legend, and I will see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out.